You found the love of a lifetime.
I felt like we were losing people, and then I was like, oh. We broke the internet. Oh, you're live now, babe.
We're live again.
Live again.
That was me taking a big old swig of coffee.
Alright, now I gotta share this link and figure that out again. Hopefully we don't lose it. Should I go live too? So we don't... I don't know.
Live crew. I mean, it's whatever. Hey, if we all want to go live, you can go live whenever you want. You know? You can also go live whenever you want. You know? Like me, I'm going to live back in dinosaur times. Just because I want to see one of those, like, 6 foot, 8 foot long dragonflies. But then, you know, I start thinking, you know, like, dragonflies eat mosquitoes. So, I don't know what this business is they're trying to pull on Jurassic Park. They got the amber, right, you know? And it's got the mosquito in it. If they got 6 foot long dragonflies, how big are those mosquitoes going to have to be? And this is something we got to think about if we're going to time travel, because that's where we're headed next. I figure when all this blows over, we're all going to have this collective thought. We're all going to know exactly what's going on with everyone instantly. So we time travel and stuff. So if you go back to dinosaur time, you need a really big can of off. I mean, I don't know how, or bear mace.
Alright, we're getting everybody back.
Pretty
quick,
back.
actually. And then I did a watch party, so I don't know what that does, but whatever.
Yeah, so we'll do our best through internet stuff. Hopefully it won't cut out too much. Thank you for rejoining. That means to join again. Yeah. So that's cool. We got about, what, 10 minutes?
A little less. 7?
7 minutes? Uh-oh. Anyone else been having weird dreams since all this stuff? I mean, I had this dream. I met this dude in a park, and he had a pet squid, just like on a, like, looked like a cutting board, but it was too big to be a cutting board. And I could pet it. And it was too slimy. It would stay slimy wet, and it looked all like white and gray. And when I pet it, it got like big gold and black patches on it, like a koi carp, you know. And then I was playing with it. It was like, this thing is really cool, and it seemed to like me. And then I was like, yeah, they are really cool. It's got a real sharp beak. I'm like, oh, I'll put this down. And it turned into this crazy looking octopus thing. And I know squid and octopi are pretty closely related. I get it, but you know, it was kind of weird. It was understood to me in the dream that it was an alien.
You're an alien. Hi, Aaron or Carrie.
Or both.
Or both.
Yes. Airy Karen. Well, neat thing about playing guitar is it doesn't really take a whole lot of time to, you know, suit up. So here I am. Keena's getting all warm. So I apologize about this. I don't know. I'm apologizing. I'm really sorry. I'm tuning the guitar, but you're going to have to watch me do it. Of course, it helps when you turn on the tuner. For those of you who play guitar, for me, it's whenever the string really goes in tune, you can feel it. And it's kind of a cool sensation. It's hard to explain. You're just like, oh, there it goes, yeah. And not to worry, I won't be singing over the heater, you know, once the music starts. Which it may not, maybe y'all hear it just fine. Is it time yet?
Oh, I don't know.
You make it cold in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bill Larkin! He said need a bass player.
I always need a bass player if his name's Bill Larkin. If you don't know Bill Larkin,
hi, Davin!
this guy is insanely talented on bass. And every time he does a magnificent job and I go up to tell him how great he is, he's like, oh, I don't know, Zach. I'm like, I do. It sounded great. So, Bill, you're amazing. If no one told you today, but I know you got Heather nearby, so it's probably a pretty good chance that she told you you're amazing. I don't even know what song I'm going to start with. You know, what my point in doing all this is I know times are a little stressful right now. It's a little uncertain. Man, when I get stressed, I sing songs. So this is hopefully me doing my best to share a little song, a little bit of story. Help us remember that we're human. Help us remember we got each other, even if it's from a distance. You know, I don't plan on making any PSAs, anything like that, beyond, you know, take care of yourself, take care of each other, be creative while you got the time, and, you know, now's a great time to start dreaming about what it is you want to do, and, hey, so long as we got internet, we can find ways to chase those dreams, so we'll get into all that, you know, as songs go on. But, you know, that's pretty much what we're trying to do here. Remy's just kind of chilling, because it's kind of what Remy does.
Oh, he wants to be in cameras.
Is he on camera?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yes.
Just the beard and the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, look, this is what we should be doing, Dad. No. So Daddy doesn't get depressed. He should be singing.
And maybe you get depressed after singing. I don't know. How are we on time?
We are at 3 minutes.
Tres minutos.
And you are back up to almost as many people as were there before. Russell says hi. Marty says hi from Iowa.
Oh, what's up? Russell and Marty. That's Trace Marty's now, right?
I think so.
Golly.
I think it was Satterfield and Roby and Giddens.
Yeah. That's cool.
Hi, Jeff. Welcome
Jeff
back.
Oh.
Play Monkey Play. I don't think they want you to wait till 7:30.
What? This is an outrage. I would call a union if I belonged to one, but
You
I
don't.
don't. So,
Yeah. So, in no particular order, Back Zero, Handsome King, Dinosaur Friends, Majesty, and Mr. Clark.
Cool.
Just as a
All right.
camp song, says Rebecca.
Cool. We'll get on to home here in a couple
Hi,
songs.
Dane. Hi, Tom.
Dane. Hi. Which Tom?
Lindholm.
Oh, hey. Cool.
Remy.
I mean, I would have been excited no matter which Tom it was.
That's
Except
enough.
for Tom Thumb. I don't get that guy. He's little. Well, I mean, I guess we can pretty much start, huh? I did. These should be all good.
Okay.
One last inquiry about whether or not Remy got his allergy medicine. So,
Valerie says Camp Stewart says hi.
oh, hi, Valerie.
Hi, Camp Stewart.
Hi, Camp Stewart. Yeah, if you want to just represent Camp Stewart, just throw a little GTS up there on the screen, and that just lets me know that I'm getting to know you in ways I didn't know.
Hi,
Who?
Dean. Norse. Dean Norse.
Dean, what's up? Oh, the Trace. All right. Well, where to start? Would you mind killing the heat, please?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna play this one first, just because. Well, Keena's doing all this work and she requested it. But beyond that, this is about a time when I was hanging out in Kingsbury, just a little outside of Seguin. That's here in Texas, for those of you that don't know. And it's a fabulous little operation they got down there, a little homesteading, a creative homesteading, if I may, called Habitable Spaces. This is a 501c nonprofit that set up their areas like, hey, if you're an artist or a musician, you want to come help us homestead this land, you can stay here. And Alice and Shane board, they are kind enough to support artists like this. And I think it's the first or second time I went over there. There had this wonderful campfire, and me and half a dozen other people sat around and swapped songs all night. And being a songwriter is just like being a kid in the play box, you know, in the sandbox or playground. Playbox? You're always sizing each other up. It's like, are you cool? Do we? Yeah, we do. And so this is about a such evening. And I kind of like to think of this as our own little campfire. I know, for safety reasons, I didn't set a fire in the house. But this is Kingsbury Blues. We'll get this started. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want you to know I love you, and I hope all is well in your world. 16 years in New York City wiped away her smile. She spoke of mom and mugs and violins. But I could see some worry in the furrows of her brow when we were trying hard just to let each other in. Cold with a cowboy hat and a hoodie on his head. I believed him when he said he believed in me. Painter by trade, wild woman for his heart, and we were trying hard just to let each other in. But I can't see the barkeep in this dark. The embers from the fire mixed with the starlight in the sky. Out here we feel the wildness in our hearts. All these songs around the campfire that never end. Somewhere out in Brooklyn, we fell into the blues. Gooch has gone and picked up his guitar. Davey's going crazy, yeah, he's howling at the moon. We were trying hard just to let each other in. I can't see the barkeep in this dark. The embers from the fire mixed with the starlight in the sky. Out here we feel the wildness in our hearts. All these songs around the campfire that never end. I can't see Christina behind the bar, wondering how it is we've come so far along this road. We've learned to love this wildness in our hearts. All these songs around the campfire that never end. All these songs around the campfire that never end. Music's always better with a friend.
Okay, so we also have your Aunt Claudia, Whitney
Hi.
Sheehan, Wanda Bonner, David Short, Crystal Ball. Who else did I miss? Alexandra. Sorry, honey. My Aunt Bobby, Todd McCauley.
Keena also had coffee, so she's reading faster than she can talk.
I'm so excited!
You
Hi,
know,
everybody.
music is better with a friend, and I'm so glad to be with y'all now. I wish I could see your faces. I wish I could shake your hands and get a high five. I wish I could hug your necks. I love you. This is the way we got to roll for right now. So, cool. That was one for Keenan. That was Kingsbury Blues. So, Christina Shane, Allison, and Shane Ward, thank you for that experience. What we got next, Keena, dear?
You want to do Back to Zero?
I want to do Back to Zero. It's a cool little ditty. What's cool about it is it's a true story, but it's implied truth. I don't know how you'd say that accurately. The story's about this guy I used to talk to when I worked in downtown Dallas. His name was Ed. Ed was residentially challenged. He was without a home. He lived on the streets. And Ed was one of these fellas that, although he was very nice, when you stopped to talk to him, whether you stopped to talk to him or whether you kept on going or whenever you left, Ed would keep on talking, whether there was anyone there or not. But he was kind enough to give me conversation, allow me to listen to someone whose perspective was different than mine. And This song's, I guess, a good 10 plus years old, thereabouts. So, Ed, buddy, wherever you are, I hope you're well. And that goes for the rest of you too. There's a little spoken word at the beginning of this that I like to call message. And it's something that just kind of came to me over a couple weeks walking through the Greenbelt back in around 2006-ish. So I hope y'all enjoy this. Kindly, if you please, the wind whispers through the trees as I walk barefoot through the bees and the clover over the hills of the Greenbelt that carve through this concrete jungle gym where no one climbs anywhere but deeper in debt. And yet by their behavior think they'd all be searching for a savior, but instead they're just buying things to satisfy their greed. As if they don't believe, they just keep buying things to make their lives whole when they should be crying out to save their own souls. Will no one listen to dead stars? Piling into churches with corporate coffee bars, waiting for redemption with valet parking? Oh, the hounds of hell are barking, guaranteed salvation or triple your money back. 3 easy payments of $19.99 should get you back on track, so come fill our pews with your designer name brand shoes. But you really want clues on how to lose these blues? I earnestly implore you to search for the truth. So, what am I saying? That we should all just bow down praying? No, rather for those of us straying, stop delaying the urge to be like children playing in the streets with empty hands and barefoot feet. So you may holler for the almighty dollar. I'll find a rival for your dollar sign idol. It's a power far greater than any earthly hero. And I'm sure I'll find it when I get back to zero. We sat outside on the corner, little nothing to say. We never felt too much importance, so he stayed out of everyone's way. Ed was an old man with holes in the soles of his feet. 10 years living neath bridges kept him skinny from nothing to eat. I said, hey man, what's your story? He said, son, there's nothing to tell. I simply traded my sorrows, 'cause I was tired of living in hell. You see, I'm not your American Idol, and I'm not your guitar hero. I read most all of the Bible, it just told me to get back to zero, back to zero. Donated all my money, and I learned to swallow my pride. I'm weak and I'm dirty and I'm lonely, but at least I've got nothing to hide. I live my life like a wild man. I live by smoke if you got 'em. I appreciate your concern, but I'm comfortable here at the bottom. That's why I'm not your American Idol, and I'm not your guitar hero. I read most all of the Bible, it just told me to get back to zero, back to zero. Why don't you try living my way? Come on, give it a chance. Just 'cause the music's playing, it don't mean that you got to dance. Blow taps at sunset when the day is done. Please drop by and say howdy, 'cause Reverend Lee may never come. You see, I'm not your American Idol, and I'm not your guitar hero. I read most all of the Bible, got a little itchy. It happens. So, I know we got some requests. I will get to requests, I promise. But I want to play this song for you. It's one Mark David Manders and I wrote together. And it's a cool little song. But it was... it's more about the idea of being a songwriter. Sometimes you meet some... Well, y'all are here. You meet some fantastically, incredibly supportive, encouraging people. And then there's other times that people pretty much tell you to just get out of work or what you do because it's not going to happen. And we have to make that choice to continue on or to stop or whatever. And for some reason I'm really good at and really bad at quitting. I got my ups and downs like everyone else, but I just couldn't stop. Imagine not doing what I'm doing here for and with y'all right now. I mean, this is how I get by in the world, and if the world's all falling to pieces, then not me. I won't keep on singing. This one's called Keep On Going, and I hope this puts a little smile on your face. Or someone else's face. Just as long as there's smiles involved, I'm okay. That was a Keena snort. Put my shoulder to the wheel and wound up on my back. The whirling winds of change blew hard and knocked my train off track. Feeling low, moving slow when I'm all alone. Left, right, left, and step by step, 'cause I got to keep on going. When my life is upside down and my dreams are inside out, and all the voices in my head that seem to scream and shout, I wear my heart upon my sleeve and no one will know it's showing. With kings and queens and lesser things, I'll bluff and keep on going. Mosey or meander, swim or take a boat, sail upon the high seas or the river as she flows. I take the road less traveled till I find my way back home. And every day I make my way, 'cause I got to keep on going. Seasons, winter, spring, and summer fall right into place, and everything looks better with that smile upon your face. Sun comes up, it's time to rise as the rooster crows. What comes next, I'm gonna give my best, 'cause I got to keep on going. Mosey or meander, swim or take a boat, sail upon the high seas or the river as she flows. I'll take the road less traveled till I find my way back home. And every day I'll make my way, 'cause I got to keep on going. Every day I make my way, 'cause I got to keep on going. Every day and every way, you know I got to keep on going. Supportive comments. Those are my favorite kind of comments.
Yeah, I don't want to keep interrupting, but you got a lot of nice people saying nice things.
Well, to those nice people saying nice things, it's kind of cool. It's like I'm more than practicing, but people are like, "Hey, way to go!"
You know. Yeah, you can't hear us, but we're applauding from home.
Oh, I can hear you, and I've seen the movie Hook. There's a bunch of like pixies that are just really thriving in Neverland right now because of y'all. And I appreciate that.
Your godson says hello.
My godson.
Mm-hmm. Friend Stacy.
Oh, cool. I was like,
You're like,
I
which one?
got more than one god. Hey, Stacy, how y'all and the family doing? So good to see you.
That one's new, Claudia.
Oh, Claudia, that one is relatively new. Speaking of new, this is the one that's about Camp Stewart. I'm going to go ahead and play this one now because, well, to be honest, I'm already here with the capo, so I figured now as good a time as any. This was a fantastic, it's a fantastic experience. I don't know if it's a great story, but let me tell you about this. Camp Stewart down there in the Texas Hill Country, Hunt, Texas. It's like I told you, it's a magical place. I was asked to come down with my good buddy Jeff White last year in the last week of the second term, and I kind of just got to be artist in residence, just a songwriter to hang out and be there and be available to these boys, these young men, as just as a musician. And we did a junkyard jam band one day, then we did an actual jam one day, and then one day I was like, well, all right guys, we're gonna write a song. Well, I mean, I wrote the song, but we got these kids to brainstorm, and it was really, really cool. Because I'm like, all right, you know how to brainstorm? I'm like, yeah, we know how to brainstorm. Cool. Bear in mind, this is last week at camp. And I was thinking, I'm going to write a camp song. It's going to be woohoo. It's going to be all exciting. Everyone's going to get into it. And it is exciting. But the truth of the matter was, at the time when we wrote this song, they had just camped out all night the night before. These kids were tired. And they love camp. They love Camp Stewart. They talk about all the fun they have. You can see the fun they're having. I like to refer to them as free-range children. What we would do if we weren't all... had to be inside and, curfews and stuff like that. And essentially what they told me is that they absolutely love camp. They miss mom. They miss dad. They miss their bed. They miss their dog. They miss their toys, these kids are going to camp. They don't get any electronics. They don't get any sugar, really, they get a bunch of fresh air and exercise, and they get to choose their own adventure every day. Well, don't we all? Hopefully. But, This song is called Home because I keep telling you this Camp Stewart is magical. I went there once and I felt at home. And when I was there with these young men, these boys, and talking to them, just going around the circle. How about you? What you got to say? He's like, tired, got nothing to say. Cool. Tired, nothing to say. How about you? Well, I like to swim and go hike. Cool. Swim, go hike. We just went around the circle, and this is one of the most sincere songs I think I've ever had the pleasure to put together. But it's called Home, and it's about Camp Stewart, where hopefully we'll all be gathered there this summer, and that's what we hope for. Sky dies down as night bleeds into day. Camped out all night, tired, got nothing to say. I'm so glad I'm here with all my friends. Just the same, I miss my mom and dad. Sun shines bright as far as my eye can see. So why still some shade near the knees of those old cypress trees? The flowers and bees and soft gentle breeze that blows. I wish I could stay here right now. I'm missing home. I can swim and I hike and do whatever I like. I sing, I learn, and I grow. How I wish I could stay here. Right now I'm missing home. Aaron, Austin, Dylan, Brandon, Beckett, and Jake. Bryce, Owen, George, Waylon, and Trey. Without these dear friends, just how would I get along? I'm so happy you stopped by and say hi and helped write the song. At the end of the week, we'll all go our separate ways. All year long we'll remember our Camp Stewart days. Right about the time I really start missing my friends. Next summer when we get here, we'll do it all over again. I swear I can do whatever I like. Sing, I learn, and I grow. How I wish I could stay here. Right now I'm missing home. I can swear I can do whatever I like. Sing, I learn, and I grow. How I wish I could stay here. Right now I'm missing home. Oh, how I wish I could stay here. Right now I'm missing home. So we're all going back where we came from. Camp Stewart will always be home.
Yay! Be listening all kinds of claps and
Hooray.
just awesome stuff.
Thank y'all.
You have new friends from your other friends.
I have new friends from my other friends. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, new friends. Yeah, how cool is that?
What's your name?
What's my name? My name is Zach Pohl. Hi. My name is Zach Pohl. And I'm glad y'all are here.
Oh, Nathan said it sounds like Art of Magic.
Oh, cool. Super cool. All right, so we did that. You know, since
Hi,
Tara, I know her.
Tara. Trying to catch everybody. Thanks, Kelsey.
All right, so this is a song that I'm going to release on the 31st of this month. The beauty of planning ahead is that you got a couple months, right? Well, I planned ahead on my songs, so this one will be available wherever you listen to, whatever platform, online music you listen to. It's going to be there. I'll be there on the 31st, ready for you. And I sang this at camp last year when I went because this song's about me and my dad. You know, those of you who know me, you know I can't really shut up about my dad. I love this guy. He's the best teacher, best friend, best dad I could ever want. And he's always been so encouraging of what it is I do. It may have not been his ideal choice for me because if you don't know, being a songwriter isn't exactly the most secure, financially stable job you can get. It doesn't usually come with benefits or things like that. And these are all things that as parents, of course, we want for our kids. We want to know that they're well taken care of and they got everything locked away. And well, despite my dad's good guidance, I'm foolish and chase after the things in my heart. But it was my dad who taught me to do that. I'll mention a sandbox in this song and a tire swing. My dad made both of those for me as a little kid, and I can remember spending, at least as I recall, hours upon hours in the swing or in the sandbox. And man, I'm a daydreamer. I mean, I'm way better daydreamer than I am a student because of daydream, you know. And you know, it's not that what's going on is boring. It's just I'm off in my own world often. And my dad always said, hey, Zach, whatever it is you put your mind to in this world, whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. And, well, it's my dad. I believed him. And so when I was like, hey, I know what I want to do. I don't write songs. I'm going to travel the country and sing it for people. He's like, wait a second. You're talking about traveling all over the country. What if you have car trouble in Wyoming? No one lives in that state, and you'll die there. I'm like, well, as it turns out, I've survived Wyoming 4 times. It's a fantastic state, and as just to dispel any rumors, you get stuck on the road in Wyoming, the residents of Wyoming are like, dude, there's no one lives here. They're stuck. We better stop and check on them. But I want to say, Dad, I love you, and I'm so grateful that you encouraged me and my brother Doug the way you did and do. And know that every time I sing this song, Dad, I'm always thinking about you. So this is the one that releases here on March 31st, and it's about having dreams and chasing them. So there you go. It's called Mr. Clock. Hope you dig it. He's dreaming as he's swinging in the backyard on the tire swing, leaning back, laughing, living, loving life, dreamed of all that he could be. He's playing in the sandbox. He said, what am I gonna be when I grow up? Luke Skywalker or a firefighter, maybe an ichthyologist. Tick-tock, tick-tock, these are the words of Mr. Clock. What words will you have to say when all your time is ticked away? He went to college and grabbed the knowledge and took his first job that autumn. They put him in a suit in a cubicle where he's allowed to have a cactus. 5 years later, climbing that corporate ladder, wife, 2 kids, a brand new home, and a gently used Mercedes. Tick-tock, tick-tock, these are the words of Mr. Clock. What words will you have to say when all your time's ticked away? Well, he's older, grown colder, got the weight of the world on his shoulder. His wife is gone, kids are grown, and he's feeling sad and lonely. He's sighing and he's crying. He said, never to fight those fires. Forgot all about ichthyology and all my other dreams. Tick-tock, tick-tock, these are the words of Mr. Clock. What words will you have to say when all your time's ticked away? Find peace in each other, love one another, dance, draw, sculpt, to paint, or maybe sing a song. If you're scheming and you're dreaming, then you better start believing you can do anything that you want to do, and the time to do it's now. Tick-tock, tick-tock, these are the words of Mr. Clock. What words will you have to say when all your time is ticked away? Tick-tock, tick-tock, these are the words of Mr. Clock. What words will you have to say when all your time is ticked away? And the tears fall down as tears will do. We got so much left to do before we're through. We got so much left to do before we're through. Find and chase your dreams and follow through whatever you do. We've got so much left to do. Tick-tock, tick-tock, these are the words of Mr. Clock. What words will you have to say when all your time's ticked away? Tick-tock, tick-tock, these are the words of Mr. Clock. What words will you have to say when all your time is ticked away? And the tears fall down as tears will do. Cool, so there's that one. This was a neat maneuver. Kina was able to snake the dog out to get him to use the bathroom, and now he's going to have to go through an obstacle course to get back to his spot.
Go. Or you can sit
now
there. Whatever.
he's staying
It's okay.
in
You
the
can
shed.
sit in. It's fine. It's okay.
So, cool. Kina, on request, where are we?
You still have Handsome King of Persia, Dinosaur Friends, Majesty, Ship in a Bottle, and Whirlpool that have not been played.
Alright, we'll go in
Everybody
order.
said hi to Remy.
See? Remy, you're famous. His name's the Adventure Dog. Alright, I'll admit, I don't play the Handsome King of Persia very often. It's kind of it's a cool song, but it's just about a dream. And not like the dreams we just talked about, more like I went to sleep and had this dream. This is when I was out on the road. We had stopped, Keenan and I had stopped back, this is 2016. We had stopped in Colorado for about a month, and I mean, we bounced all over, but we met up with our good friend Todd Partridge of King of the Tramps. I'd met him up in Des Moines, Iowa the year before, and turns out he was in Fort Collins the same weekend or so that we were. And so we got to meet up with them, and that was cool. We met at some, outside diner, and so a few nights later, we were in Wyoming at this point, and we had been in Cheyenne, I guess, for a couple days, and we'd gone off to Laramie. And as I'm sitting in the car, a storm's coming through in Laramie. This is, like I said, a couple years ago, and I started remembering this dream. And the dream was I was at this diner in northern Colorado, and I'm sitting outside on the patio, and there's the patio's filled, and this very striking, charismatic, handsome man, like a Persian man, stood up in the restaurant, and he's like, "All right, who wants to play a game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the game." And some people just kind of looked around blankly, and some people clapped, And he then he essentially starts playing Duck, Duck, Goose, but instead of saying Duck, Duck, Goose, he starts saying Freemason, 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 Square. And for every time he touched someone and said Square, they just had this weird kind of blank, vacant look like, what's happening? They had no idea. And I mean, that's the majority of the dream. I'm gonna do my best to remember all these words. I'm not a Freemason, and I don't really call people squares. So this was an interesting dream. But when I told this dream, a friend of mine, Marty Satterfield, had I was lucky enough to have his boys in my preschool class whenever I was teaching in Austin. He's like, "I dare you to do it in A minor," so I did. And then, of course, the capo came in, so it fit my voice a little better. But this is called The Handsome King of Persia. Very seldom heard, but glad to play it. I'll do my best on these words, and I think I got it. So it goes a little something like this. In my car at Cold Creek, I was waiting out the storm, and I recalled the dream I had the night before. I was sitting at a diner in northern Colorado, before the waiter came to take my order. Handsome King of Persia said, "I'd like to play a game, no need to stand, simply play along." He took my childhood favorite and he altered up the name, with childlikely I grinned and watched in awe. Freemason, Freemason, Square is what he said, as he walked around the restaurant and tapped us on the head. For all the squares that didn't seem to understand the game, he simply smiled with warm loving kindness. We're all the same, we're all the same, we're all the same. Thunder rolled and I returned to the world inside my car, just wondering what this dream was supposed to mean. Haunted, hallowed mantra came running through my brain as I recall the words of the handsome Persian king. He said, "Freemason, Freemason, Square is what he said," as he walked around the restaurant and tapped us on the head. For all the squares that didn't seem to understand the game, he simply smiled with loving kindness. Can't all the same, we're all the same, we're all the same. We simply smile with love and kindness, don't you know we're all the same, we're all the same, we're all the same. All you silly squares out there, you know we're just the same, we're just the same.
Yay! We have 2 new requests.
Uh-oh.
Davin said Raging Rivers, and the Whaleys want to hear Little Mockingbird.
All right.
Would you like to see this list?
No, just tell me. We got to kind of go in order, please. So
Okay.
Where are we now on that? Got Handsome King of Persia. Is it Whirlpool now that you said next?
There's no particular... That works, yes. Go ahead and do that one.
Tell you what, let's do a different one.
Okay.
I'll get to that one, I promise. Whoever said.
Dinosaur Friends, Majesty. You should probably play Majesty soon. Ship in a Bottle.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. We're going to do Majesty. Ship in a Bottle, and then we'll get to Majesty, a song. And we'll keep knocking these out. And again, thank you for listening, for hanging out. Hey man, we got each other for now, and I'm grateful for that. You know, this is a song. It's about my good friend Britton King, and he's off busy being a husband and a dad, and I really wish him the best. But this was about when he and I were hanging out, being part of a little songwriting troupe that we called the 508s. Gosh, this was back 2007, so it's been a little bit of time. But Britton, I know you're not probably listening, but know that I love you and I hope that you and your family are doing well, buddy. So it's called Shipping Bottles for my good friend Britton. I can't change which way the wind blows. I can't control the water flowing through the dam. And I can't sleep through all the nightmares. I am a broken man. You can't see how deep you're digging, where you're playing in the sands of time. Pairs of footprints and sand castles will wash away with the tide. Setting sail on a ship in a bottle, while upon my vacant sea, setting sail on a ship in a bottle, break in case of emergency. Pray to God to get me out of this mess. I was crying all the time. When I left the church I felt so light. Felt like I was flying so light. Setting sail on a ship in a bottle, while upon my vacant sea, setting sail on while upon my vacant seat, set sail on a ship in a bottle, break in case of emergency. Hooray! So temperature changes, so I won't tune this thing. Make sure I'm good.
There's all kind of people reconnecting. It's cool.
Lots of people reconnecting.
Yeah, like Jake Reeves is here, so then Davin's like, "Hey, Jake," and then Kevin Donahue got on, and Davin's like, "Kevin!" It's cool.
That's way cool. Look what technology can do for us. Duper.
Hi, Leroy.
Well, hi, Leroy.
Hi, Amy. Summers.
Cool.
Hi, Susan.
Y'all are awesome. I'm so glad y'all are here. Y'all keep loving each other and taking care of yourselves and taking care of each other. There's nothing we can't do. I'm Zach Pohl, and I approve this message. So,
Give it instructions.
what's that?
Nothing. I have to do something because Jeff said so.
Oh, is
See?
Jeff wanting to know about...
No, he gave me specific instructions. You do your thing, and I'll take care of that.
I also have a sign right here.
You do? Oh, I'm supposed to.
Alright. I'm going to do this slowly and non-trickily.
I'm supposed to show my face with this.
Well, come show your face. You're in charge of this, then. Come sit over here.
No, not for very long.
Don't get close to me.
Yeah. Distance. Can you see that?
Hold it up to the camera. It's okay.
This is what Jeff wants you to see. That right there. And here's my face.
And for clarification, hey, I'm grateful for tips, but I want you to know most sincerely from my heart, I'm just glad y'all are here. I'm glad to see that. I can't see a darn thing, man. I'll be honest. I'm just staring at a black camera phone. So, you know,
I'm having a hard time keeping up, man, but I'm trying.
I'm glad you're here, and I really appreciate you being here. And thank you for listening. And you know, next time I have a party in our room, I want you to know you're invited. You know, but since we got that, you know, if you're like, hey, look, I don't really want to, you know, donate money like that. It's not really what I do. Now's a good time to follow me, you know, on Spotify. If you do that, I hope you do. But please look for me on Spotify. I got a couple albums up there and 2 singles released. One to release this month and one to release that, you know, in end of April. And then, to be real honest, we just don't know what's going to happen, do we? So, you know, if you're interested in me recording more, then, you know, follow on Spotify, donate if you can. And if you're not interested in me recording more, then it'd be kind of weird that you're watching this. But I'm glad y'all are here. You know, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Tuning in like it's a radio. Like you had to dial me in. No, you just click. We don't even click anything. We just go. See that? You must have got thumb issues because they scroll too much. Because sometimes this is like, it just gets a little stiff. It's like, oh. But yeah. So, I'm going to play this next song. I won't play it for everyone, obviously, but I'm going to dedicate it to my buddy Daley Duncan, my buddy Jeff White, Mark LaFawn, Bill Larkin, Russell Cunningham, you know, Mark David Manders, you know, Ariana Ortiz, hi, and I'm going to dedicate it to them and to the 3 people that the song's about. These are 3 North Texas songwriters that are no longer with us, but the first verse is about Rusty Weir, the second verse is about Ronnie Spears, and the third verse is about Jay Johnson. If you don't know who these people are, I hope you do look them up. They got some great songs, and this is called Majesty of Song. I released this at the end of this past January, and I'm very excited to sing it for you now. So with that dedication out of the way, you know. I heard your stories, they sound so familiar. About your dancing and your falling, and your silly rhymes. For all the times I tried, there's countless faltered footsteps, but I put myself upon the stage, 'cause I know you did the same. 10 years ago, I swear I shook your hand once. Since then I heard your memories and the melody, concrete steel. Thank you kindly for all the inspiration and reminding me of how music makes us feel. And you say you're inside out. Well, I know what that's about. If you stood here with me now, you'd show me how to hold my head up high and stay strong. You speak to me, the majesty of song. You're the majesty of song. Never met you, and I hear we're the same kind of person. That scares me. Right now I feel so all alone. For all the tears I cried, there's millions more inside me, but I fight them, and I hide them so the world won't stare at me. And you say you're inside out. Well, I know what that's about. If you stood here with me now, you'd show me how to hold my head up high and stay strong. Speak to me in the majesty of song. You're the majesty of song. When we're feeling inside out, when we forget what life's about, won't you stand here with me now and show the world we hold our heads up high and stay strong? We'll meet somewhere in the majesty of song. In the We'll meet somewhere. We'll meet somewhere in the majesty of song. That's for all my good close friends out there who love music and each other. Alright, where are we at? Let's keep whittling these down.
So
Make sure I get everyone.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Lenny's on. So, and it's close to 8:30, but I don't know if you mind running over.
I don't mind running over. If y'all still hanging out listening, I'll keep going. You know, like I said, it's kind of my thing. So,
so we also have Friends, Dinosaur, Whirlpool, Raging Rivers, Little Mockingbird, Ron Dast, All About Love, and Chris Linville says he sees an organ back there that needs some Zach Love. So I leave that to you.
all right. Well, okay. Well, yeah, we might could do that. Yeah, let's see what I can swing here.
You have lots of sweet friends.
I really
Your Canadian
do.
family is very sweet. Hello.
Oh, I love the Burfoots. Y'all are awesome. You said Whirlpool.
Rhonda says keep going.
Rhonda says keep going. Alright, so I'll be real honest for those of you still watching. Now I have a dilemma because I have no problem keep on going.
Caitlin says you got 50 plus viewers still hanging out. So.
What? It's a miracle. So the issue I have is when I need to pee, how does this work?
That's, well, yeah.
What was that?
Bailey and Jeff just asked for All About Love. But I have to pee also, so.
Okay, well, Keena's first on the potty break because, you know, ladies first and all that. This song is called Whirlpool. And I wrote it, you know, kind of about a good friend of mine who was going through some stuff. Like so many of us do. But essentially this is when, you know, back in the day, you know, when we all went to work and stuff. When you wake up late for work and you stub your toe on the way out of the bed, you drop the soap and shower and there's soap and shampoo in the shower, and your day's not going right from the get-go, and you're late to work for a boss that doesn't really like you, for a job that you don't really like, and you have to fight traffic over there and pay for parking and have people steal 16 cents of pennies and broken sunglasses out of your $250 car. I'm saying from experience, you know, but it could be, you know, what if, you know. But this is called Whirlpool, but it's just as a reminder, really, that days can get rough, but it's okay. It's just a day. Swirling water, I'm drowning in a whirlpool. Racing thoughts, on your mind, get set, go. Older, harder, searching for the prize. Firing shots, damnation, here I come, here I come, here I come. Journey begins today, a deeper shade of blue. Got to go away, but in my heart I'll never leave you. I'll never leave you. Trembling footsteps, I'm thinking it's an earthquake. You're falling down, my back is on the ground. Whoa, whoa, the journey begins today. A deeper shade of blue. I gotta go away, but in my heart I'll never leave you. I'll never leave you. Never gonna leave you. Never gonna leave you. Never gonna leave you. Swirling water. I'm drowning in a whirlpool. Drowning in a whirlpool. Drowning in a whirlpool. Drowning in a whirlpool. Drowning whirlpool. Cool. Keena, come sit right here,
Okay,
please.
somebody said mandatory pee break.
That is exactly what's happening. For those of you who are in the circle, right around this time, Mark David Band will say, mandatory pee break. Now, if you don't have to pee, you don't have to, but Keena's going to talk to you and keep you entertained for a very short while. I'll be right back. Speaking of whirlpool.
I'm not nearly as entertaining, but
That's not true.
I can say that, one, I have to be completely honest, I am not nagging Zach, but I ask him a lot to do stuff like this because I feel like he needs to do it with his music and put videos out and things like that, but having to sit here for the short amount of time it's going to take him to pee and wash his hands, I understand why he doesn't do it a whole lot. It's a little nerve-wracking, but seeing all your comments and your clapping and people reconnecting that haven't been able to see each other in a while, and it's making my heart so full. I don't, y'all have had me almost in tears a couple times, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your love and gratitude and for letting us share ours. And it feels like he's taking way too long to pee. It's really nice to kind of meet some of the folks that he made friends with on the road the couple times that he went without me, and it's kind of cool to see people we haven't seen in a long time in this weird internet way. When Remy had to go to the bathroom, I went in the backyard with him, and I could hear our neighbors next door with Zach playing, and that was really cool. And yeah, it's really different, and it's really nice to have all this happy stuff you guys are saying and doing in front of me when the outside world feels so scary sometimes. The last week or so, yeah, I do not play the guitar very well, so I'm not going to pick one up and play one. And I'm kind of running out of things to say, so I have an idea. I will see what you guys are saying and see if there's anything I need to reply to. Okay, this is, hi, I love you too. And no, this is backed up. Yes! I heard the door, that means he's back. Are you not back? Is that the wind? Okay, good. I ran out of things to say, like, just now. I was like, I guess I'll get the phone and see if I can reply to anybody.
Since when have you run out of anything to say?
I mean, there's no person there. This is really a lot harder than it looked.
So, our next door neighbors are, you know, some of our best friends in the whole wide world. and
It's supposed to be that close.
you know, yeah, stand by. But you know, I mean, I don't mean to share too much, but you know, I beat in the backyard and I could hear Keena talking through their speaker next door. And it was a really weird sensation, you know, because you know, you heard Keena speak.
Thanks, Trevor. Thank you.
So, yeah, we're gonna keep on going until I finish out the requests at least, and if I feel inspired to play anything else, I most certainly will. But again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being with each other and taking care of yourselves and each other. And you know, hey, I hope you're having fun. I'm having a blast. If you're having a fraction as much fun as I am, then you're doing pretty well. I'm just gonna be honest. You're doing a pretty good job. We got a few songs to go through, so I'm gonna play a couple more, and we'll get Keena to come in and sing, and that way she can, you know, psych herself up for this, get herself ready.
I appreciate you.
So we'll do this, and you know, was it Patrick that requested Friends?
No. And it was so long ago, I don't remember who it was. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll be honest, Friends is not really in the rotation. And if you know where to find it online, you would be one of the very, very few.
Very few.
This is back in 2005 is when that last recording came out. So it's been a little while. I know Davin said something about Raging Rivers.
Yes. The Whaley's Little Mockingbird.
Right. So we'll do Raging Rivers.